Hey everyone, I'm Rishabh, and this is my very first video of documenting my journey of learning design. But before jumping right into the design thing and proceeding with this thing, I wanted to give you more context and I want to tell who am I, and what I do, and why I'm still means why I'm even sharing these things with you, right? So, like who I am, I'm Rishabh, and I am a software engineer by the job, means by the day, you can say. I'm the software engineer working at one of the startups. And who am I means by the day, like by the night, by from my hobby, I'm indie maker. So basically, indie makers are those who make products like micro SaaS products, which solve a particular small problem, but they do solve a problem. So micro SaaS are like you take a SaaS like software as a service, and SaaS is like pretty much big thing, all right, and they solve big problems. But the micro SaaS thing is they solve small problems, and hence the scope of the product is small, and the people required for to build it are also not very much, but they do solve a problem, all right. So if I want to show you in a diagram what SaaS and micro SaaS looks like, so you can say it's a SaaS and it's micro SaaS, like solving a very niche and very specific problem. And they are being currently, they can be built by team, or they can be built they can be built by team, or they can be built by, you can say, individuals. A team like of 3 to 4 people maximum, and by indie makers. So by indie maker I mean that I'm someone who develops micro SaaS independently or along with one of my friend. So this is what I mean by indie maker. And now coming back to the original question, means why I'm learning design, and the question which you are interested in as well, why I'm learning design. So for that, to answer, you have to understand that what are the scopes, or what are the thing which an indie maker has to do, right? So when developing a product, you have to do the technical thing. It means you have to do the coding, tag, or you can say code. But like it's a product and it has to sell, it has to it has to be marketed. Like there's some customers who might be using it, and for that to happen you have to do marketing by yourself. Means there is a one person who is doing the tag, handling the tag or writing the code. There is one, that same person is also doing the marketing, the same person is also responsible for sales, and the same person is also responsible for the design, right? So like a one person who has to wear many hats, and this is what indie makers are all about. Means if you, even if you work in a startup, then you have to also wear many hats. But in the case of indie making, and in the case of indie hacker, you have to do it, and you have to do it all of the things with the responsibility, right? So you are the one who is doing all of those things at the same time. So, and you have to be good at them, not very much good at them, but decent good enough to pull the rope. Okay, means you have to have that much capacity to do all of them things like 50-62% right, and then through their combination you can pull off the whole product. So this is not like an easy task, means quite heavy and quite complicated, because one person can't be good at all of the things, but he can or she can be an average on all of the four things. So this is what about the indie making thing is. And now to answer why I'm learning design is because, as far as I have seen, like for myself, I'm pretty much good at code, because I am like, it's my main domain. I'm kind of very good at it. So, and regarding marketing and sales, I think I can do it, and I have done it for the Twitfling, and it didn't went too much good, but I think this can be something which can be learned and I can do it. But from the design perspective, I'm very bad at it, like too much bad at design thing. That's because, means there is nothing something which I have done in my life, like from the creative or the art perspective, and I'm like not much good about it regarding the design, and I'm very bad about it. Like I can't design, I can't think of design, and they used to call like having an eye for design, but I don't have it. So but for a successful indie maker, or to build the successful product, you have to be a good, I think, designer. as well. You have to pull the rope off. Okay. And I believe in that too, because I think in this digital age, and in this age of you can say the whole good products, and with very much developed UI and UX, you have to be good at UI and UX. It's like UI and UX is not an optional thing, it's a required thing, which I think of means it's not optional anymore. It was optional back then when we were in 20s, and when just internet was just happening around at that time. But it's not true anymore. It's required. It's not optional, but it's required now. So my long term is goal is about indie making, and I want to be able to build some good products as an indie maker, and that's why I think it is worth the investment to learn the design. Because to make or to means bring a project from 0 to 1, you have to be good at all of them. Once it come at this particular stage 1, and then you have to 2, and then you have to 3, in these stages you can have someone else means who is an expert in design. You can hire someone, but in the stage of 0 to 1 you have to be good at it. And the paradox is, without going to 1, without having to go into 1, you can't go to 2, you can't go to 3. So you have to do this, and to do this you have to wear many hats. All right. And you have to good at them. So that's why I'm learning design. It answers this question. Now yeah, I have been like, as I told, I am a developer by the day, and I'm very bad at design, but I will be improving. And I think it's all game of iteration, and I can be good at it in in record time, because nothing is too much complicated. And I think, and I believe in, everything can be learned, right? It's a skill after all, and those who have it are not like have some superpower or something like this. So yeah, I think it's all about game of iteration, and I will be able to learn it. So yeah, this is very my first start video, and I want to document who am I and why I'm learning design, so that I am much more clear about myself as well. Like, it's giving me more clarity about why I want to do this thing. And in the next videos I will be documenting my journey, like what are the problems I'm facing, what is the things I'm learning, and where I'm going next. Okay, so this is my very first attempt. So yeah, I think that's it for this video, and thanks a lot for watching this.